Hello everyone, my name is Gavin, or at least that's what I'm calling myself, and welcome back to another wonderful stream, and we're going to be playing a very interesting game this time that was actually recommended to me by my good friend Shiro, who is in the chat sometimes. Might be today, might not be. I don't know what schedule is. I know I don't really stream at the best times. I just kind of go where it fits and where I feel like I'm not going to step on anyone's toes. But let's give this a shot. So today we're going to play Beacon Pines, which, as I understand it, is kind of like involves a storybook and like rearranging the words to solve puzzles. So let's try this out. Was expecting I'd have more of an intro than that. Oh, also I added a little link to my Blue Sky on the thing there so that people, for anyone who wants to follow me there. Anyway, button. Oh, hold on, am I in the wrong window again? Button. There we go. Oop, was worried when there was no sound at first, but yep, here's our book. I should read more. I've got House of Leaves on hold at the library, but I don't think it's in yet. I always wanted to check that one out.
Dear reader.
Oh, do I have to? Yes?
Allow me to introduce you to my book.
No, that's not gonna work. I know enough about writing. You really gotta grab someone with the opening sentence. Just allow me to introduce you to my book. No one's gonna get this one.
It might at first appear like many books you've come across. It is far from ordinary.
Yeah, sure it is. Come on. Give me a hook. You gotta start this with, there I was, knee-deep in space hookers, a shotgun at my waist, and a bottle of hot sauce in my hand.
You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told.
Well, you should have figured that out before you published the book, sweetheart.
In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself.
It
is in that way that my book is special.
Yeah, I know, I'm being a jerk about it. Alright, come on. Yeah.
That you are special.
That's what my mom says sometimes. My dad, not so much.
Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This
I'll
is
say.
A story about change.
Yeah, ever looked at the news lately? It's wild.
Nestled in a shallow
No,
valley
boo.
is
Change
the
bad.
town
Don't like
of Beacon
change.
Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn.
Okay, now we're getting into something.
His name is
Little
Luca Van
Hollow
Horn,
Knight looking
and
fella.
you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Luca, that's a cute name. Okay, move a little guy. Wow, I feel like he doesn't corner well. But, hey, Dad. How are things going? Ooh, we're starting sad. Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. Hi, little goat boy. I was 6 years old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom already said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Oh, I fumbled that when I stumbled over hallways. Me too. Hey, Luca! I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many
another
fine
cute name.
qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond, and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Great work, Rollo. Oh yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. And where is our mom, then? What's she up to? Yeah. Oh, is she dead too? I'm gonna feel like an asshole if she's dead too. I didn't know if you're gonna keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. Yep, there we go. She's not gone. She's just missing. Oh. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rolo. Of course she is. Yeah, I've been reading up on this thing called human transmutation. I think there's some promise there. Okay, Dad, see you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Man, I am just in a very snarky mood today, I guess. Ooh, oh yay, little dandelions. Yay, joy is returning to my life. Oh, I tickle. I've unlocked the tickle charm. What does this do?
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
There you go. Oh no, they grow. I wanted to run through all of them. Alright, fine, let's go down through. Grow back, I think. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rolo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kinda wigs me out. I don't do too well with new people. We could be agents for them. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself, I won't be long. Alright. Oh, we got a little menu here. Okay. Let's head
Dear
up.
reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Ooh, helpful. Little slow-moving goat
Since
kid.
Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly,
I miss my grandmother.
and more covered in flowery fabric.
Well, the one that's dead. The other one is very much alive, and she's great too.
Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
Oh, now I'm making myself sad. Ponder. Always good to do. Okie dokie doo.
One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
So your old dad was a doctor then. Probably. Maybe he just liked stethoscopes. You gotta make inferences when you're reading, I guess. Knickknacks, that's a fun word.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with a day of the week.
Ah, prepared, are we?
A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Ooh, we could do some stuff with this. We can work with that. Or not, I guess just junk. Does that turn off, or... I'm not getting an option to turn it off, so I guess we're just gonna have an astronomical water bill this week. No, seriously, do you turn off, or... No? I'm gonna flood the house.
This is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point.
Ooh,
There are
mysterious.
certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader.
Okie dokie,
A
guess we're doing
sturdy
that.
old wheelbarrow. Young
Ooh,
Luca
we
would
got
spend
bushes.
hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother.
Young Luca already getting a early start on being an indie horror game designer.
She always enjoyed
How to
hearing
master
from him
them
like
jump
pain
scares.
terror. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
There we go. Hello, grandmother. Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go. For Pete's sake, go change out of your pajamas before you say another word. But nothing. Inside clothes are for inside. And outside clothes are for outside.
Lucas stared at his feet and muttered under his breath.
Mom always let me wear my pajamas in the garden. Well, Eleanor isn't here, is she? You go upstairs to change and then we'll talk. Wow.
Right.
Gram's kind of a
course.
bitch.
I forgot about the pajamas.
Alright, guess we gotta go up and change. Alright, what all we got here?
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
Yep.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Humph. How rude. Alright, let's take a look
Luca
around.
tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
And lots of words with no
Gran's
idea what to
moving
do
in
with
meant
them.
that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
I can imagine. Like, we've got an open bedroom. Might as well put her in there. Like, why we gotta do it this way?
Was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Guess they don't have Game Boys in the forest fuzzy animal place. Is that thing still running? Alright, I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Nowhere special.
Brand new, the better for everyone involved.
We're just gonna go something for the day. Oh, I get it. This is why they made us change out of the pajamas. Gotta put chill in there.
Gonna go chill for the day. The best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you're done chilling in time for supper.
Easy.
Alright.
Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything.
Wiener.
I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
Ooh, button to press. New button. Good button.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made.
I don't think I want a record of the decisions I made. I already get that every time I close my eyes at night.
You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
Okay. A grand jury. I see. Alright, let's see what the others do then. Ponder. We're gonna go ponder for the day.
Go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you boys gonna ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
But make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Forget it. Off with you now. Alright, fine. Let's try the other one just so we can see what it does.
We were just gonna go hide for the day.
We were just gonna go hide for the day. Hide?
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Yeah, I guess Rollo bet some other kids we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? It's not like there's much else to do around here. Well, make sure you boys are done playing your little game in time for supper.
All's well that ends well.
Alrighty. Well, we did it. Oh, and Luca? You and Rollo stay out of trouble. I know. Also, turn off the faucet. I can't do that for some reason. Oh, nope, there we go. It lets me now. Just doesn't give you a button prompt for some reason. Alright, running. Hello. Come on. Woo! Dang it, Rollo. Every day with you, Rollo.
A few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
Yeah, like... Oh, there's a couple people here. It's not completely just a corner of the forest. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established.
Sharper Valentine seems like a villain name.
Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered.
Maybe I'm just biased because of JoJo. Wait, no, not just JoJo. Didn't, like, what was that one? Kingsman? Wasn't its villain called Valentine, too?
Until the foul harvest.
Oh, well, I guess there's also Yu-Gi-Oh! In the other direction.
In the 6 years
I'm sorry, the foul
everyone was simply
harvest?
trying to get by.
That seems a little much for the fuzzy forest animals game. Hey, Mr. Care. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years.
God dang it, I can't believe they invented capitalism in the fuzzy forest animal town.
After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. See, when you phrase it like that, that sounds like you're going to be sacrificing kids to Moloch at this festival or something. I couldn't keep Rollo away if I tried. Excellent! Sorry, Luca, I've got to get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Oh, you're just going to be real ominous with this, aren't we? Am I just being paranoid? Like... Oh, no, the left side's a little low. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn. Can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor Valen...
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Eh? It's nothing. Keep at it. Alright, what can the Mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Okay, where are we going? Let's take a look. Oh, there's a... Let's take a look right here. We're gonna look cool. Did we get anything for this, or just... Okay, nope, we just get to look cool for a little bit. Take a look. Let's say hi to everyone in town, including this sleeping gentleman who probably would rather be left alone. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was. A tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Yeah, that's fair. Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair. Bah, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Grummy as always. You should have a perfectly nice view from here. Till perennial harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? Right on, Mr. Sinclair. If it's a showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. I like Mr. Sinclair. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Icky, I can't. Do it or we pound you. Yep. Yeah, but my mom said. Yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be the frickin' king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. The local criminal element. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful. It won't happen again. If we're going to be on a first-name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be a part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here at Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Ha ha ha. Changing the world is intense. So what do you say? Did you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Oh, okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
He stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything, Pete? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. There is no soul behind Pete's eyes. You can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Pete is like... Pete gives me the vibes of like an AI chatbot that somehow got stuck into like a vaguely furry animal-shaped body. Alright, Rollo's waiting up at the treehouse. Can't explore town. But can I root through the trash? Nope, apparently not. Wrong kind of animal. Ooh. Mission control. Authorized personnel only. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me. If you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the wheel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener. Alright, let's nose around here. Ooh, we got a
Luca
chair.
saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Not bad vibe, but good for you guys. Oh, now I'm in the past.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
John!
He tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Let's find out. Give it a good cast now. I'll have to reel it in a bit faster, or catch will lose interest. I've got to try again.
Luca tied a
shoestring. Yeah, sorry, they didn't exactly give me a tutorial for the fishing mechanics in this game. Easy there, Buckaroo. You don't know your own strength. Okay, so you gotta ease up on the line when it gets red.
What fish could...
Take 3. Ready to catch this sucker. Got her hooked! Boot! Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that other boot at least has a sock to keep it company. Can we nose around back here, or... Nope. Claws is blocking it. Alright, fine then, let's try this,
a feather onto the hook.
Oh, so that's what tickle means
for
here. It's not
skimming the
just a
surface.
nonsense word that they put in because we need more filler. Okay, let's try this. Rubber ducky. Now we're really raking in the success. Sorry. 1 second. Sorry about that. Muted for a second. Got something stuck in my throat or something. Lobby switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Not much has changed, honestly. Cried for days. Not much has changed, honestly. I told you it'd turn up. Hehe. Alright, can we, use anything else, or...
Luca tied a... What fish could...
This is just gonna get us another boot. I don't really know what we're doing here beyond just fishing stuff up. Oh no, we just get the same boot again, apparently. That's ridiculous. I guess we gotta come back when we find a better word for more stuff to catch. We gotta find a worm or something.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
Old Jeff sounds like a nice guy. Anyway, up to the treehouse. What all we got here. Gotta check everything before we progress the plot. You know how it be.
Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
That's crazy talk. It'll work one of these days. We're gonna fly into space on this thing, and it's gonna be beautiful. Trust me. And let's chill a bit more. Bored now. Alright, sorry, I was just glancing at something there.
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
Yeah, Rollo strikes me as a little conspiracy theorist.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
I have to think about bringing that along at some point. Oh, did not mean to go out there. I didn't realize that was the exit. Alright, Rollo, what do you got for me? Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the foul harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers? My mom's out there somewhere, and it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop, and you jumped in and said it was your fault before my paw throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. I like your energy, Rollo. Wait, hold on, do I go out onto the balcony here? I see. Can't actually do much of anything. Oh, wait.
Looked up at the satellite dish. Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Oh, we got a new one now.
It didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as
Good thing we stopped out here.
It did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Alrighty-roo. So it actually kind of works. We'll keep that in mind. I wonder if pool gives me anything in, like, the fishing minigame, what have you. Oh, guess it does.
Tied a small magnet to the line, fishing with the law of attraction.
Interesting. I was wondering what that was going to be beyond just, like, pull harder. Give it a little slack. Almost there. Ooh, a key. Now, ain't that fancy. Where do you think the lock is for this key? Now, why would we want to find that? Because then we would know the secret. Gah, that's no fun. The second we know what it unlocks, it just becomes a boring old key. Right now, this key could unlock anything. Cool. I like the way you think, Rollo's dead dad. Or, Luca's dead dad. To the old abandoned, warehouse. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Ooh, a lot around town we can poke our nose into.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... News? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing, and change is a dangerous animal. Kind of animal that might, bury two kids in an unmarked grave if it got too close to something they ain't supposed to know. What an odd man.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good. That's uncomfortably foreshadowing-like. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now. Alright, let's poke around back here. We gotta explore everything. Gotta find all the thingamabobs. Piper? Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning. Correct! And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Nerd! Hey, Zariel. Hiya, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi Zariel would like you. Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow, you're really setting the kid up for success. No, I like this guy. Or girl, I don't know. It's hard to tell with fuzzy animal designs. What's all down here? Ooh, there's a history museum. Hey, Bert. Hi, Luca. I'm doing some fact-checking for the town history exhibit. Look, kid, I'm just here to put up the lights. But did you know, when the town was founded, there were only 7 citizens, and they all worked for a mining company, and there was only one dirt road leading to town? And there is still only one road leading to town. Oh, right. What do we got around here to poke our nose into? Hello, lizard person. Hey, Griffin. How's the ice cream gig going? Not great. Still pretty cold out. And I'm in the business of selling cold. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver's not at his grocery stand? He's prepping for the festival, I guess. Gotcha. Ooh, this looks promising. Gotta poke this. Touch. 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 I didn't think I'd actually get something for that. Oh, I can jump. That's neat. Whee! Got to jump moving around. That's more efficient. We're jumping everywhere now. Luca, just the fellow I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
God dang it, hold on. I should have banned them before I deleted the message, but... Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well... Not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up! I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Oh, dang, this one's on you, Rollo, buddy. Rollo? So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us, that stupid, ugly... Rollo? Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? Don't mind me, just over here lurking. Uselessly. Oh. Hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. That's gonna be like the big ominous thing hanging over our heads for a while, ain't it? Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten, and the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic's Shrink-O-Ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. Either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles.
That's a healthy saline dynamic there.
One chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
Cass, you found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little... Yeah, I don't think it's this. It's definitely not the word I was expected to finish this one.
Enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer. The sun's shining, and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Paul always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Ah, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! We're gonna die without him, aren't we? So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pine. He's got a nice hat. Never underestimate what a great man can do, given time.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgent. Now that's a fun word. Keeping that on tap. Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Ooh, what's in the window? Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Nuncreed's Drugstore. Now that's a name. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed, I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh? Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance.
Promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Sir, I'm like 9. I gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Keeping well away from that guy.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Let's see here. Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into Weepwood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching, got it. Yeah. I think this area looks really empty. Anything over here? But, this is the way, or...
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Weepwood sounds like a terrifying place. Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Well, good thing there's a child-sized hole we can roll through. Okay, so what would Rollo do if he was here? No, I probably shouldn't pee on it.
Luca often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing. Ooh, what's this?
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Ah, so, flinging these things at it makes it, Okay, but what happens if we do poke it? Okay, no, it's not letting us... Let's see here. That's 2.
More to go.
Poor decisions, woohoo!
The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines.
It also seems to be leaking weird green gas.
Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind.
Or is that just what abandoned fertilizer smells like?
Strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out.
Yeah, that is... I probably shouldn't do that. Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Oh, so something's going into the water supply?
Diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods.
That's... great, they're polluting bastards. Can't have shit in Beacon Pines. Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper?
The sound of
Footsteps?
footsteps grew louder.
We should probably move. Hello? Where? Shit. Sir, language. We learned a new word.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow.
Ooh, this is a spooky game after all, isn't it?
It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle.
We know what to do. We just learned this word. If we're slippery enough, he can't hold us.
Dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
Change, I
This
guess?
was a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end?
Oh, well, that was quick.
I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in
Good old
tragedy.
children's
Don't
choose
let
your own
this
adventure
discourage you.
books.
We will find
Gotta introduce
happiness
children to the
sorted
chaotic,
for
random,
just
and
as
unavoidable
easy.
nature of death at a young age.
From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Okie dokie. Wait, shit is the right answer for this one. The correct way to... You... Oh my gosh, I was going to make this joke, and no, it's actually the right answer. I didn't... Oh my god, this is brilliant.
The best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Take a break for it. What have you done? Ah! That little shit just kicked me. Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. Yay. New thing accomplished. Okay.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Sorry about that. Rollo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune,
Oh, he's a rich kid.
puffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Ooh, we've unlocked shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house. Yeah? And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with affection. That doesn't sound so bad. Oop, hiccup there. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Up, new person. Coming from the... Oops, hiccups again. Solomon!
Trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, Harris. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Alright, bye, rich kid. Hello, creepy old man. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Sorry, Mr. Dunkley, kinda in a hurry right now. Boy's got too much of his father in him. Okay, so we got an auto go in here. I win. Little help. I am the champion. We were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Paul always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Your Paul's a smart man. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Oh yeah, so we already know this. There's like other berry patches we go to. Also, there's a can we can use, it looks like. Whoa, you're a genius. Oh, and he took out one of the lights for us. That's good. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress. This is kind of a shit electric fence.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Ooh, new one, too. Rumble. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. Actually, maybe don't try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster's new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo? It would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. So what's in there? Let's see. There's a swishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic communicators. We're raking it in now, boys. Do these actually work? Ground command to Atomic Hank. Or Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command, you're coming in 5x5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Hope it's on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Ooh. Creepy sludge, man. Throwing. Did he just throw his garbage on top of us? Tell me you saw that? Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. That is a concerningly person-sized bag.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
Snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
The badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. There's something else's person. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! Oh, that is a person hand. That is a body hand. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. But we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. I love the dialogue in this game. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3.
Oh, okay, that's actual progress. I
Finding a friend.
was given ending vibes.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast
Yeah,
table.
that makes sense.
Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Granny, you would tell me if there was a murder factory in the woods, wouldn't you? So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Oh no, I gotta talk to the creepy dude. Okay. So, what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? Sorry, I don't speak rectangle. Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks, I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really, we just sort of ran around a bit.
Anne's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh, and Luca. You left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. Oh, I forgot about that. I thought I turned off the faucet at least. Well, that was strange. Alright, let's see what we can find around here. Okay, so we might not have done the full potential of shit there. See what we can find here. I'm not sure what else there was that we could have done there, like... Kinda got rushed onward.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from inside the house? Is the walkie-talkie? Hello? Is anyone there? Can't check either of the rooms. Gonna head up here. Hello? Rollo, is that you? Sounds like Morse code. Over? Strange. Is that thing gonna like explode or turn into a Decepticon or something while I've got my back turned? Oh, there's someone at the door. Oh, hey, Roxy. If this is about me accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rollo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood, if he's alive, I am going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
His mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rollo? Where are you? That boy's in a tube now. He's in one of them big tubes full of greenish fluid hooked onto a bunch of electrodes or something. Alrighty. Hello, child. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rollo? Nope. I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up loads of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him I was fine. I'll wait right here till he gets back. Anything to poke her head around? Hey Jetson, have you seen Rollo come this way by any chance? Afraid not. As elusive as the fish in this here pond. I wonder if I can fish anything new out with my charm.
Luca stuck a toy stretchy hand onto the hook.
Oh, so that's what fishing with smack means. Thought we were gonna put some good stuff on the hook. Reel her in, let her loose. Reel her in, let her loose. Reel her in, let her loose. Reel her in. Whee! A little friendship bracelet. Should we give it to Mom? She likes jewelry. That's a sweet thought, Buckaroo, but I'm not sure she'd fully appreciate a pawn bracelet. Alright, job done. Gonna have to remember to keep coming back here. Anything around here we can poke our nose into? The trash? Funny clipboard man? Howdy, Luca! Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. Important thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm getting that impression. We're all a part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me? Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. God, you joker. We're all a part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. Yeah, those things are scary. We really need to get back to work. There's a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around and doing nothing and getting paid for it. Based. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. Lumi knows what it's about. Oh, that's how we get tender. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple hours. Oh, you are gonna get horror movied. We could spend the time making posters? That'd be great. I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Hello, Box. Can I do anything with you? Is there anything down this way I missed before? Oh, there's probably some charms here I could stand to get. Hey, Dawn. Is it true about Rollo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights, typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rollo could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Weepwood. Right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night. Is there a run button? Guess Miss Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Anything else we can poke around at? Or... I wonder if we missed anything by not exploring back here yesterday. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I'm certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that... And where did she run off to? Alright, where else can we poke around here? His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanish? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. Hey, Yeeson. History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rollo in there? No, just the shadow of a family. Clinging on to a town, clinging on to the past. Being all melancholy, I see. We gotta make sure to check everywhere before we explore. Feel free to check for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What
Debatable.
we don't know is great towns grow from mighty roots.
I mean, there's not even a sheets here. It can't really be great if there's no Wisconsin cheese bites and no slushies.
Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pine. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck. A scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines.
Okay, we're getting some info on the foul harvest at least. Or at least what the official story is.
Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Reverence Fund.
Okay, so I'm noticing there's like a pretty obvious infinity symbol kind of built into that. I wonder if they were like experimenting with something like everlasting something. Or probably not everlasting life, maybe like, I don't know, like eternal prosperity or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Anyway, that was in fact unhelpful. Hello, ice cream person. Has Rolo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound, and when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him on the house. He'll like that. Anyway, let's poke our little noses around here. Go looking every which way. What we got down here? Oh wait, no, we're supposed to be looking in the library. Let's look around a bit more first. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? Oh, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. Can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. I think it's because it's been colder than normal. I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. You think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Helpful? Anything down here? Oh, this is the fancy people mansion.
Destroyed their wealth and reputation. The Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Okay, so they're poor, but also not, because like it destroyed their wealth and reputation. But also, we're talking about that Solomon kid is gonna like inherit everything from the Valentine family.
Loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Of course, it did. Seems like a very loomy place. Anything to poke our nose into here that we're not welcome to? Nope, it would appear not. Wish there was a run button. Our tiny little legs can't go so fast. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Next step, purchase a crowbar. Actually, no. Actual next step, look in the library.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yeah, indeed.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
That's concerning. But also, we got a little thingy now.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Yeah, I had a feeling there. Oof. Check out the new edition.
Any actual new editions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. This town ain't got shit. Ain't got no crops, ain't got no books, ain't got no bitches. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you-know-where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
Oh, that's mushrooms. Glowy mushrooms. More like complete loss of interest. Good one, Luca.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
They turned my joke back on me. I got... Oh, now I'm the nerd, I guess. Just because I'm looking for words. Oh my gosh, I am a nerd. I need to go shove myself into a locker and give myself a wedgie post-haste.
Otto volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge.
A penguin visiting in the summers? How ironic.
If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
I don't actually know that word. Oh, hey, Luca. You stuck up on me. Good book? You gotta pick different gloves, Kato. That makes it look like you've got weird human flesh hands and not, like, bird hands. No, just started it.
Gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. Now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Oh, that's what that's about. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are 2 queens in a hive, they'll fight to the death for supremacy? Ooh, we can kick someone in the nards now, probably. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. And this is why you're in the library and not on the stand-up stage. Bitch. Oh, hello, cat. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Concrete works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Jack pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. Suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Right? I should try that sometimes. If my luck's terrible, maybe the opposite of a coin flip will help. Okay, where are we going again? Nope, this isn't where I wanted to be. Wanted to hit the other button. Hey, Luca, it looks like a path goes this way. Oh, neat. No, that was there. That's bright green. Take a look around here before we go talking. Anyone? Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Oh, I can't even step at that stuff. That's how nasty it is. Poke around anywhere else? Nope, talking time. Hello, cat.
He felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. I like Beck. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick. I love Beck.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
Whoa. That's some impressive science.
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
Okay, now that, like, me noticing the, infinity symbol in the Valentine logo is becoming more... Yeah, maybe I was onto something there. What the... Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Oh.
Dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this skunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in. You are bullies in a horror-ish game. You are not along for this world. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Trish. Or Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Ha ha ha. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked. Then his mom finally couldn't take any more bouts. Beat his ass, Luca.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... I was so sure we were going to get to kick him in the nards here, but yeah, sure, tickle him.
Well,
make him fall into the puddle.
The tickles.
Hey, Tish, want to see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Hey, yup. Hey, yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Hey, yup, hey, yup, hey, yup.
Redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Hey, yup. What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh, no, that's bad. Whoa. What a little creep. I think I may have just irradiated Beck. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter 4. The best policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Okay, so that seems like a big branch point. Like, I wonder if someone else would have gotten oozed otherwise. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? Why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Wee Wood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse, but someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body, and so we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home, and it's all my fault, and now my best friend might never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around, I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
He wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? We probably should have told him also don't touch the green stuff. But I guess that's kind of self-evident. Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Those two idiots are gonna shove their arms straight into that puddle now that we're gone. Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks. Yeah, I don't trust Mr. Nuncreed, though.
Kind eyes warmed a stern face.
He's just kind of a creep. I don't trust him.
There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
Shame, maybe?
There was a
it's my only option.
Lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yep, telling him's definitely the bad ending route then. Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly, I was hiding the... Yeah, this guy's the exact right body size for the, guy in the hazmat suit, now that I think about it. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around, then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. Sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said deep engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close. So close to being done with this.
A firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit. Yep, that's him.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance.
We're probably fine.
Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Yep.
Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Okay, let's see what else. See what the strange branch gets us.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
I think we may have just murdered a child. You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
His voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Oh, well, we gotta... I don't feel so good. Help! I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yup. Yeah, I think we may have just killed someone. That was intense. He's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. It can be disorienting, you know? I am starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over
Okay, so...
which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread.
The thing that's confusing me is how did... Like, I don't think Rollo's actually safe, because I think... Like, why is it that he comes... It changes who comes along based on who gets knocked into the puddle. Like, I'm wondering if, like... Because Iggy's mutation was more obvious, that made, like, the guy from the Valentine Corporation, or, like, what's-his-face, the new company, I think, that made him start poking his nose in and figure out we saw something. He's lying to get us to, like, separate and go somewhere we can get unpersoned again.
Gran is going to kill me if he hurries.
Yeah, something's fishy here. Like, Because, like, the cause and effect isn't cause and effecting.
Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Okay, so is Gran gonna be secret good guy, or is she in on it too? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. That's concerning. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rollo's safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him.
This is gonna go poorly.
Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes.
I mean, I guess that's true, technically. Like, the honey would just wash off in the water, wouldn't it?
Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father.
Okay, so this is giving vibes of we really fucked something up.
"Look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the kids choose your own adventure book vibes. It definitely got that kind of, oh, this is going to traumatize me forever
Dad,
vibe
that
like my 8-year-old self used to get.
The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Oh boy. I feel like I'd probably be getting some info here if I do Morse code. Rollo, I don't talk rectangle.
He could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
His voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in, for now at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No, trust, he's, hold on, someone's coming.
Silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear
His
you.
voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... the treehouse. The treehouse!
The signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Alright. Things about to get chaotic, I feel like.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Ooh, getting some intel now. So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Ooh, new word. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Okay, so we still need to figure out if these guys are good conspiracy or bad conspiracy. Probably good conspiracy, but never know. Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. I think she knows. Ran. Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca! Gah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left, so I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything different lately? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Whew. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. Alright. Oh, is this way out of town?
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Okay, yep, that's just nothing of interest over there. Head down this way. Don't... Wait, no, there was people over there to talk to. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Something's going on in Perennial Harvest, too. Poke around over here, or... Nope. Not too much exploring, then. Any new, fishing words while I'm here?
Luca wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
Let's give her a shot. Probably should not use bees, though, if that one was any... if that dream was any indication. Ooh, we got paper? I guess? It's got a bunch of big words written on it. Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights with respect to the Beacon Pines CBD and surrounding area has been rejected. Who's that for? Applicant Valentine Estate. Good. Good. Okay, so they tried to buy the rights to the land and
Luca
couldn't get it.
Finger on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
I wonder if we're going to get the box for that key. Alright. Reel her in slowly. Slowly. Oop, bottle. That could be cool. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. None of the good stuff for us, I'm afraid. Alright, let's take a look-see. Just a second. Getting a little water. Alright, let's see if we can plug this up to the radio. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Oh, something funky happening. Who's there?
Could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
Are we about to get got by Iggy? I've got weapons in here. You better come out right now.
To hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
For a moment, trying to place the dampened voice, the figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day, with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weep Wood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh god, there are a lot of you. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. I don't like these. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're all saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
He slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon.
I don't think a plunger cannon's gonna cut it here.
Behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Her smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope?
Panic!
He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Okay, what are our options here? This is not a good option. I'm like 12 or 9 or something vague young preteen age. I cannot fight like 50 guys.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left.
12 is as many as 50, right?
He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Rollo should have sent a better cannon. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Well, can't win them all.
Escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Right, so that's not an option, that's not an option. Don't have any new options we can try yet. Oh, we can struggle here. Didn't even realize this was a valid option. Story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home.
Oh, so we got a valid path here.
Everything's fine.
Nothing to worry about. I like this
It was
chapter.
quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Alright, Gran, how we doing? I finished jarring a mess of jam here last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So, what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, those are all important people. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. Alright, Ought to do productive things and nothing bad happened ever. Hello, it's Jennifer Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. Oh, is this the route where she gets Valentine on board? The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring tours for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies. No. Alien zombies. I like the way you think, Rollo. What else could it possibly be? Rollo, I gotta deliver these into town first. You can catch... Oh, hiccup again. You can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Maybe at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Alright, let's deliver this big old mess. What do we got here? Hello, small child. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca, even beetles.
Check the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. Think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Not really much to explore here. How you doing? You can tell those jerks, it doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up, I ain't moving. Respect. What do we got here? Hello, important people. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine, my readers are more interested in this town's future rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous... If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Someone's got an ego. Alright, where do we got the coffee shop folks? You won't talk to me? Will you talk to me? Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Much like this jam I gotta carry around everywhere. Hello, Burb. Can talk to you people? Nope. Won't let me do anything in here. Up, up, up. We already went in here. Oh no, it's just the same thing, I think. Hello, small child. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Hello, sir.
Counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples.
So this is what you look like from the other side of a bush.
Accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Eep!
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
Leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. You suck at this spy thing, Mr. Tolliver. Of course. Of course.
Leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Not exactly the picture's subtlety, is it, folks? Anyway, I think the next one's round about here. It's probably, Oh, hello. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luca, what's up?
Had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Hey, Dawn, have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building. You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, I came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Karen Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Phew. Yep, alright, let's see. Next. Hello, delivering jam, nothing but jam, nothing else. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh sure, sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. Truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. More of a duty to my family, for our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. I was hoping we'd get something from that. Nope, just jam delivery time. Anything we can stick our nose in round here first? Ooh, pictures on the wall.
The faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Ooh, wow, lots of stuff to poke our nose in here. I'm ready to help, Mama. Alright, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I gotta deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama? Oh, so I can only talk to some of these people, I guess. Hiya, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping. Wow, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Oh, is this what all the food words we've been picking up are for? Chicken, and then bacon. There you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? Yes, I am. I'm just helping out. Ah, my father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward. See, that's the kind of mindset that gets you with 8 kids posting on YouTube 3 times a day and sharing videos every time your kid is crying. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? I know, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Okay, so this is before Valentine Sr. died. Oh. Silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. Nice sack of cold cuts, topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Let's see what we got here. Chill. And then double chill. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it The hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. Gadzooks, they've shrunk the waitstaff. Who are you, fella?
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
Jeff, oh yeah, he's the junk guy. I think we heard about him before. How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fish and rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, and top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. Wild burger choice, but yeah, I can do that. Here you are, candy burger with cactus. That is a choice you had the option to make, certainly. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Ah, now that's a burger with bite. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Alright, another side quest to look into when we got the time. Anyway, here's your jam, lady. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. Ooh, new word. Yay. I got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. You want your secret spy jam or not? Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
Carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. Alright, now, all that's left is Creepo McGee. Wait, hold on. Was that pop-up saying we break is a new one we can use? Oh, nope, guess not. We're gonna keep that in mind. Oh, hey, Shiro. Welcome, welcome. How we doing? No trouble. Like, we've all got our schedules. Anyway, hello, Mr. Creepy Weirdo. Got some jam for you, Mr. Duncreep. Please stay away from my grandmother. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Creed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
Okay, so he knows it's me, and I know he knows it's me. Yeah, it's pretty fun so far. Kind of gives the same vibe of one of those old, like, choose-your-own-adventure books. Nice mix of cute kid stuff and horrifying murder. I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself. I guess she's busy today. And also abided by that restraining order. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. In that case...
Creed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your gran. Oh, hey, Bert. You don't have weird gray hair at this timeline, do you? Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect, follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well... Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, do not slander me like this, sir. Or, ma'am, I think you're a girl, right? Oh, what's your new friend's little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes.
Beck, that was it. I've been calling you Bert for some reason. Like, I forgot your name in the time since I last spoke with you. I'm sorry, I'm bad at this, Beck. I remember she's a girl. I was like, that was like I was weirded out because I called her Bert instinctively. It's like, wait a minute, that can't be her name, right? Like, I know she's a girl. That's the part I remembered. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate. Luca Van Holm, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Iona. Or Ilona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both could stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Ah, you're one of those parents, reading all the books. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means is we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Yeah, I was down that way earlier. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. To the big creepy gate. Oh, hey, I think this is my first time seeing you in the present, Jeff. What's good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up. Ha, the festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time, and where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Got away with words, Jeff. Unfortunately, I didn't get any new ones from you. And therefore, you are less than worthless to me. For now. Anyway, I should probably poke our head in here and see if anything's changed. Oh, hello, evil hyena man. Oh there, little buddy. What brings you to this neck of the woods? I was just wandering around a bit. Wandering? How wonderful. Children and their wonderful wandering. Oh, to be young. Anyway, I can't let you pass just now. Top secret business, that way.
Mr. winked with a wry smile.
I'm just yanking your chain. Perennial Harvest is just making a few improvements.
Gave Luca an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head home now. Our harvest awaits. Alright. Oh, wait, hold on. There were bees there. Gotta go back. Who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. There's just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're all gonna explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. We can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Ah, darn it, I'm on story rails, so I didn't get the chance to check the beehive. Gotta do that later. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moedwills. Ilona Moedwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes.
I
Sorry,
see.
love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
Good for you. So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Grandma, where are your parents at? Dead and probably dead. Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Somehow that makes it worse when you say... Like, I know he died, but like somehow accident at the fertilizer plant implies however he went out, it was just the worst way humanly possible. And probably not even the sludge. Like, I don't even want to... Like, there's nothing good could possibly associate with the phrase accident at the fertilizer plant. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we've put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca, this move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
Oh no, don't worry, I can make conversation awkward too. So how are you two enjoying working for the two complete opposite factions at the moment? No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work. Please tell me in great detail about your jobs.
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. Oh, that was on the ominous name tag in the corpse bag. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. So, how'd you get the job? Any recent vacancies? I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture, and is something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
Yeah, like, wait, that's a heck of a way to describe agriculture when you're married to a gardener. Like, I don't think this is a work thing anymore. I think you're just kind of an asshole. What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't.
Slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon. He's alive in this timeline.
The sky was
Well,
darker than
not
expected,
kidnapped in this timeline.
with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around
He
here.
wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. Sorry about the domestic strife. See you at the festival, Beck. Good, how's that unlucky penny treating you? Wait up. I'll walk you home. Landed on mind your own business
Luca
then.
turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people.
Ooh, turning point.
But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Ooh, we got two options here. Usually we get locked into one on most of the choices for the first time. Let's do them in order.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Gotta recalculate those odds. Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Guess we're staying here. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Ooh, microscope.
Into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. It is pretty decent music. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. I like Beck. I like all these characters. But sooner or later, I'm going to figure out how to be nice to them without getting them all killed or exploded or mutated.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Ooh, pungent. I bet that's going to be a new word for the cooking minigame.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going-away cards, some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. Oop, rumbly rumbly. These flowers will last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, if you cared enough to keep them is all. Looky here. Oh, wow. Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts, fitted with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
At one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it. And that's all that matters in this life.
The rivulets of water running down the window.
You ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. The one thing my dad told me when I was little: don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Oh yeah, that's cute. Something I figured out on my own, though. You got to do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. But things are gonna change.
Let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Oh yeah, this is yeah, I was like, it was fine music at first. Now it's really kicking in. Now I see why you like it. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? I screwed up that scream. I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue.
Oh yeah, Rollo's gonna be mad we missed out.
The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
This is gonna be unfun. Alright. Maybe we can at least check the bee house on our way out. Or the beehive. Hey, Dawn. Tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yup, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How'd you find all this out? Good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Oh wait, can I poke the thing yet?
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. Okay, so nope. Oh, can't analyze the shiny mushrooms either. To the treehouse. Oh, hey, the light's on in there. Can I investigate that? Nope, no investigating the, child disposal chute. Couple things around here. Oh, you're still reading. He met his old friend's eyes. It was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens, this is no time for fractured friendships. Well, that's promising. Oh, thank you very much, Hero. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided. Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No? That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we got all sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task is done. So did you do. Our harvest awaits. Man. You can't even get a good job as an evil clone anymore. Like, you roll out of the test tube and they suddenly want 3 years experience. Any new words here? Yeah, look-see. Ooh, no, pungent works here.
Of time around the hook. Some fish have refined taste.
Alright, let's give her a look-see. Reel her in, reel her in. Reel her in, reel her in. One more. Nope, one more. There we go. Ooh, that looks valuable. Broken, but valuable. Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine will be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back yet? He may not even want it back. Man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. Okay, so I've been thinking about this with all the stuff, like the weird goo that messes with age somehow, and like I mentioned like earlier before anyone was properly on the stream that like the logo for the Valentine company has like a big infinity symbol in it. I'm just spitballing here. I think there's something going on with like age and like rejuvenation going on with whatever experiments they're doing. And I'm wondering if Solomon isn't just like some bastard kid of the original Valentine. I'm wondering if Solomon is Valentine and he got like de-aged to a child somehow. Like maybe he's gonna be the big bad. Or the big good guy, I don't know. Don't tell me if I'm right, obviously. Gotta figure that out for myself. Rollo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back. Never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason. I didn't abandon you, I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I was worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you. And you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. Well, Rollo's a little jealous. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was going to be a surprise. Yeah, did you make that plunger cannon finally work? Because it didn't actually do great the last time I tried to use it. But it took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word. Because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa's still around. Eat shit, Rollo.
Bullets hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Yeah, how about maybe you stay in the base? Maybe you get to stay in the underground laboratory next time, Loop. Okay, what are we doing here?
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Ooh, soccer ball. Rollo. What a jerk. Oh, me a bad friend. Oh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. What do we got around here to poke our nose into still? I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Oh, well, that's a great word to unlock. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Alright, anything else we can do in the room here? Can we poke around more? Oh, sad music. I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. I mean, he's probably gonna be miserable because I feel like the festival's gonna be where the entire town gets eaten by mutants or something. If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. Okay, when do I get to do a thing? Oh, back to bed, I guess.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Lucas still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Yes, good. Run away from your problems. It's worked for me so far. Is there ever anything interesting at the festival, anyway? Oh, I gotta aim this thing. Okay, let's see. How forgiving is this on the angle? There we go.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment,
hey Nero,
somehow felt
welcome in.
He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Up friendship moment time. Luca, another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Moedwill. She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh, she seems nice. Yeah, you had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all, and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse.
This is going to be another symbolic
He looked
nightmare.
up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip. His father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him, older, worn, distant. The sensation was
the old Darth Vader nightmare.
as if he'd caught his own reflection.
Episode 5, baby.
The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me.
Up, here comes the shadow fight. We all know how this goes.
Felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad. If you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames in a flash of cold light. He was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Ooh. Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? 1 second. Sorry, just need to take a quick drink there. Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But he
Silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. Mm-hmm. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Yay, new word! Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a goodbye. Everything's better with corn dogs. Truest thing ever said, Gran. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay. Oop, turning point time, it looks like.
Chapter 6.
Oh no, chapter.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Alright, let's... This definitely feels like bad ending timeline, because like the festival feels like the big bad thing that's gonna get the entire town killed. Luca, Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Library. I'm great at this. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find
Luca
him.
looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Yeah, it's like, pretty easy one, not that hard. Let's just see if there's anything we can poke our nose into along the way for new words. Hello, dog boy. How goes the beetle hunt? Oh yeah, you're the bug kid. Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an exuviae. And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all, so there's definitely something going on with the town's temperature. That's been mentioned a couple times. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Hello, creepy clipboard man. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Oh yeah, I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. Town's still falling apart, the weather's still cruddy, and this season's harvest looks like it's going to be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is going to change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fits. I'm still going to be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Alright, what do you got to say, Mr. Villain? Unique New York. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old cab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Give me the gift of a grip-top sock. Okay, can't talk to this one. Who else we got? How you doing, Mr. What's-Your-Face? Ain't moving. And once again, respect. Hey, you look remarkably non-mutated in this timeline. Ha ha ha, every single time. Yup. Ooh, you got fireworks. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Haha.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. This ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Am I supposed to move or... Oh yeah, I've got control back. See, still can't get into the obvious final boss building. A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. Getting out of here, getting out of here. Anything we can nose around with here? Hey Dawn, how's it going? I got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for? Human sacrifice, no questions asked. Well, animal sacrifice, you know what I mean. The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. But I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor. Special guest? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. Anything else? Can I stick my nose into the diner here? Nope, closed for the day. Okay. See what everyone else down here has to say? Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see what all the festival fuss is about. But I can't help but notice. You still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So what you got in there? Books. Reprising for the people who weren't here the first time I met Piper. Nerd! This is the first time I've ever seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest. I had my doubts about perennial harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. Alright, nosing about, nosing about. How you guys doing back here? Hardly working? Hiya, Luca, how's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Ariel became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Crush, got it. Well, better check in on the ice cream person while I'm here. Oh, hello, Lollipop Kid. Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. That's great. Census taking, emergency services. Knowledgeable kid, I like him. Hey, Luca. So you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Already whacked around with that. Alright. Then I think these guys... I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now, will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't gonna harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. Right, that's not ominous. Library, somewhere quiet. Alright. Hello, Cat. Hi, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it. A fascinating canon toward the end. Did you know Hank Atomic's shrink array doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else. Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Oh, right, sorry. So we get Hank Atomic on the Versus Battle Wiki stat. Hey, Luca.
His eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. The first. Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
Straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Ahem. On planet Farble, you may take issue. When the 5th king dies, you'll need a tissue. 5th issue, got it.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay, let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. Isn't it, like, down in this corner, if I remember when I was looking through?
Modern Science of Atomic Radiation from the shelf. Luca grabbed the
Nope, not this one. Where is it?
Grabbed Natural Photography, Volume 5 from the
I don't think so. Where are the...
Luca grabbed The Adventure.
Nope, it's here somewhere.
The Adventures of
Here we are. Ah, you found it.
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, Issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that, and only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Dang, Jeff drives a hard bargain. Oh, let's see here.
He began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift.
Continued flipping.
Only found in Grub. Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in Grub Cart. Grift in Griffin. Griffin's Grub Cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Alright, let's get moving. Yeah, coming up on time here, I think, but let's try and get to a good stopping point. Hey, Griffin. Rollo come.
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something. Yeah, I looked through all of them before and got that achievement.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck. It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically.
Luca
That's just...
tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come
He shook off
on.
the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain up the step.
Luca
Soda,
finished
right?
The remainder of the
Or
corn
soda or
dog.
something? What is that? Oh no, the coffee shop. Duh. Sorry, I only drink slushies as far as caffeine, so that's where my brain goes. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Fine. But if Rollo owes me
Luca
one...
waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task of friendship brings. See, that was hard. Balloons. Hard. I've learned hard. I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Good luck, Luca. Hello, Balloon Boy. Oh, no, you're Rollo. I forgot. It's been a while. So, how did I forget that? I'm an idiot. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Yay! Ooh, new words. Lots of new words. Thanks. You didn't have to go through all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you have apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luke, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rollo. Still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Aww. Rollo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We'll probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC admission control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Alright, let's go. Treehouse. Oh, and we get to keep the balloons. That's nice. And, oh, anything new for the fishing? Take a look-see.
Luca
Nope.
gently at first.
Nope, no such luck. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Handed Luca an unopened letter.
Ooh. I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
That's not concerning at all.
This is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done. I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rollo.
I was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
Festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. This is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Yep, here comes the apocalypse. Huh, what was that? Aw, man, we missed the fireworks?
Fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
Ooh, up in the stakes quite a bit. That ominous dream was slightly more literal than expected.
A bitter, unfathomable chill.
So much for global warming, am I right?
Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together. For the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Yep, that's very understandable. However, for the time being, as much as I hate to leave off on the apocalypse, it is coming up on just about time, and we're at a good stopping point. So I'm gonna call it here, I think. So, give me a sec here. So, that was our first stream of Beacon Pines. Thank you again very much, Shiro, for recommending this one. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm definitely going to be keeping this one up, and I've got other stuff in the timeline. Next, stream schedule coming up. Tuesday, we're going to be switching back over to Chapter 4 of Stafford Case, hoping to finally slowly plod my way through that one a bit more. Like, I think from now on, I'm going to shy away from doing, like, visual novel, like, straight-up visual novels like that one on stream. Just, I feel, for whatever reason, they're just super exhausting for me and aren't as much fun to stream as more active games. Like, this one, there's, like, more to do, more to move around. It's not just me reading 24/7. But, yeah, Stafford Case, I'm going to finish that one, and I'm going to try to keep other visual novel games for my own time, I think. And then next Saturday, we're going to do this one again, obviously. Don't know if we'll finish it or not. Looks like we still got plenty to go. And then the Tuesday after next Tuesday, like basically 2 Tuesdays from now, you know what I mean. That's perfect timing for a stream, apparently, because the new Rise of the Golden Idol DLC comes out that day, so obviously we got to jump right on that. And yeah, I've heard of To the Moon. It just seemed like it didn't really fit with the vibe I usually go for. I've heard it's good, though. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. I'm going to call it here. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Let me see if there's anyone to raid out here. Let me take a look-see. Who do we got? 1 second. Oh, nope, all the people I follow are offline at the moment, actually, so we're just gonna end it here. Alright, thanks everyone, looking forward to seeing you same time as usual, Tuesdays, Saturdays, barring any weird hang-ups with my eye or whatever else may happen. Love you all, bye!